Right, so I've actually crossed the 30 kilometers. So I've done a significant walk. Shout out to Adidas Terex, my shoes. Here we go. Adidas Terex has helped me through many adventures. They're waterproof, snowproof, everything. Fantastic shoes. For mountains as well. So that was a significant hike, and I still have 2 more kilometers. I think I'll get to 35 at least, maybe 40 today. That's a pretty standard, or not so standard travel day, but 20 kilometers a day easy. 30 is well above average, but I've done it plenty of times, and I'm in pretty good shape, if I can say so. Because not many people just do 30 kilometers a day. I'm not much of a running type, because I don't like to run. I don't like the sensation of my knees. I actually don't think it's very good for your knees, and in terms of endurance, I just take it slow. I actually still need to look for a new Krav Maga club in Warsaw. I've been to one, but wasn't a fan. It was very rough and tumble, prone to injuries, which I've never had. I don't really want to get injured, and I had a super good French trainer in Bulgaria. It wasn't the level that I was expecting at the federation I visited in Warsaw, but there is actually a lot of trainers around. I just need to find a place that actually knows what they do and not just have a lot of adrenaline and shouting, and that's Krav Maga, because that's not it. I've been very seriously trained for 5 years in it, orange belt now, and it took me blood, sweat and tears literally to get it. My trainer was super tough, but supporting me in many good ways. So when I find a very good place in Warsaw, I've trained with FKM in Bulgaria, and it exists in Poland as well. They have many federations, but the trainer in Warsaw stopped because he had a kid and he wants to take care of his family. So despite FKM has many clubs in, for example, Łódź, even Radom, Poznan, with fantastic trainers. Look up FKM, F-A or F-E-K-M. Highly recommend it if you're anywhere in Poland. Fantastically specialized trainings. I've had so many scenarios where I've been harassed by, I don't know, drunk people or whatever. Actually, one guy stole my bag in Greece, and I got it back because I actually used some of the techniques. Got nearly mugged, saved myself from that. A lot of stuff where instinctually I know exactly what to do, whilst being aware of potential risks, knives, whatever, anything can happen, groups. So it's prepared me for a lot of stuff. Although the thing is that I know my weaknesses as well, which are plenty, and that's the only thing. The reason why you train is to know your weaknesses, because any escalation of any sort is extremely dangerous. That's the main lesson. You never take any risk whatsoever. Someone tells you something in the street, you just move on with your day, ignore it. Trust me. Other than that, I train mainly because I don't really live in a dangerous area. Just travel a lot, so I do have a lot of exposure. And before, let's say I had a friend who did martial arts, and I just said, what do you do if someone just throws a punch? And I just literally no idea. So I would just freeze if that happened to me like 6 years ago, and now it's like common in the club. The main reason that I actually train as well is social aspects, because I noticed that people, including myself, we're always alone and nothing really binds us together anymore. Especially for men, the world is very tough in many ways. We're often very lonely, nobody listens. Often our actual feelings are ignored, like we're not appreciated when someone sees us cry, right? Perhaps not even our parents, even they would perhaps think it's weird to see a grown man cry or whatever, but I've had it plenty of times over strange things, because we're all emotional beings. But the world is tough on us, really. The world is tough on everyone nowadays. And I find that the world is very superficial when it comes to social interactions. It's horrific actually, and the only thing that binds you together is doing a physical activity together. It really does. That's the way men bind. And all of my friends in Bulgaria are actually from there. So yeah, I would need to find a similar place in Poland because I have zero friends. Literally zero. I have one friend in Bulgaria. My trainer's my friend. I have no friends in the Netherlands. I had a Dutch and a Belgian friend in Bulgaria, but they started bullying me when they got mildly intoxicated. They said some horrific things that I never. They both thought it was funny, but such horrific things, jokes about me that just showed a lot of spite out of nowhere. Like if I actually repeated on camera, first of all, it wouldn't be allowed on YouTube. Second, you won't believe it. I've been bullied quite a lot in my childhood. And then it happens when I'm in friend groups as well, where I get into a third wheel position and I just at some point I get bullied by some of them, and then it just sort of turns on me, the whole group dynamic, which is strange. So I've just cut ties with them, and it's not a light decision. They were friends for years. But some things you need to have a baseline level of respect, and I didn't have that anymore, which was very sad. And it was a thing that perhaps pushed me away from Bulgaria, because I had a sensation that I just needed to leave the place after 10 years. And then the friendship fell, and I just have 1 or 2 friends left from the martial arts club. So it was another sign that it was just time to move on when I lost my other 2 best friends. It was sad, but it happens sometimes. And it's just in my social life sometimes where perhaps I have different interests, I'm just different in many ways. And that doesn't mean I don't get along with people, because for example at work everything is fantastic and these things don't happen, right? But yeah, it's super strange.